What happens when an empire collapses overnight? In 1917, the Russian Empire, one of the largest empires in human history, fell apart. But the Russian Civil War wasn't just a fight between Reds and Whites. Out of the chaos, new nations were born, old borders vanished, and dozens of republics fought to survive. This is the story of the new republics that emerged during the Russian Civil War. By 1917, Russia was exhausted. World War I had drained the economy, food was scarce, and public anger was everywhere. When the Tsar abdicated, centuries of imperial rule ended. But instead of peace, power collapsed. Different ethnic groups, regions, and political movements saw an opportunity. If the empire was gone, why stay part of Russia? This moment opened the door for independence movements across Eastern Europe, the Caucasus, and Central Asia. One of the earliest success stories was Finland. In December 1917, Finland declared independence. Unlike many others, it managed to secure recognition quickly. Although Finland faced its own civil war, it ultimately escaped Soviet control and became a stable independent state. Finland's success inspired other regions to try the same. Next came the Baltic states, a Estonia, a Latvia, a Lithuania. These nations declared independence between 1918 and 1920. They fought a German forces, a Russian White armies, a Bolshevik Red armies. Against all odds, the Baltic states survived. By 1921, they were internationally recognized and fully independent, a major loss for Soviet Russia. Ukraine's situation was far more chaotic. Between 1917 and 1921, Ukraine saw the Ukrainian People's Republic, the Hetmanate, a Bolshevik governments, a White Army occupations. Control changed hands again and again. Despite strong nationalist movements, Ukraine was eventually reconquered by the Bolsheviks and became part of the Soviet Union. Still, the idea of Ukrainian independence never disappeared. In the south, three new states emerged: Georgia, Armenia, Azerbaijan. Each declared independence in 1918. These republics faced internal ethnic tensions, economic struggles, a pressure from Soviet Russia. By 1921, all three were invaded and absorbed into the Soviet Union. Their independence was short, but historically important. Across Central Asia, several republics and autonomous regions appeared. Many were created along ethnic lines but lacked strong armies or foreign support. Most were eventually reorganized into Soviet republics, forming the foundation of today's Central Asian nations. So why did some states survive while others failed? Key reasons: a foreign support, a strong national identity, a geographic distance from Moscow, a timing and military strength. Finland and the Baltic succeeded. Ukraine and the Caucasus were pulled back into Soviet control. The Russian Civil War reshaped Eastern Europe forever. Some republics vanished. Others survived and became modern nations. Even those absorbed into the Soviet Union kept their identity, waiting for another chance at independence decades later. The fall of one empire created the foundation of many nations we know today. Subscribe, like, and comment for more documentary.